Hi there, my name's Vince from mymatevince.com, and in this video today we're going to try to repair this Nintendo Switch Pro Controller. But this is a clone, this is not an original one, this is a cheap copy. Now I bought this from eBay and I was amazed when it came through at how good it looks for the price. So I only paid $16.99 for it, that's 17 UK pounds, and it arrived in this box here. Obviously you can see it's very similar to the proper Nintendo Switch one, but it hasn't got any Nintendo logos or the Switch logo there. You can see at the back here it doesn't say Nintendo, but it has got the place for it. Now I don't condone cloned products, but this one here feels really good. Of course it's never going to be as good as the proper Pro Controller, but you've got to remember the price difference in it, and for the price the buttons and everything feel really nice. So I was really happy until I turned it on, and there's a weird problem with this. Let me show you. So now you can see I've got to this screen here where you can test your buttons, and absolutely nothing works apart from the two analog sticks. So look, you can see that they work, but nothing else works. Sync button works as well, and also the wireless does work. So look, if I take that out now, you will see it will disconnect, but now when I press a button it reconnects again. So that's all working, so it looks like the battery and stuff's okay, but for some reason none of the buttons are working. So now if I get out of that by just holding it down, you can see that the joysticks themselves are working. So I thought, rather than send it back, obviously I could send it back and everybody else would send it back, but I thought this might make a nice fix-it video, not only to try and fix the problem but also to see what the inside looks like, because it's amazing that this can be delivered for £17, and I'm wondering how bad the inside looks, whether it looks nice or whether it looks absolutely awful or not. So let's take this apart and see if we can find out what the problem is. Okay, let's take this thing apart. It looks like we just need a normal crosshead screwdriver for it. Doesn't look like there's any tri-wing on this one. Right, okay, so we're presented now with another 4 screws here. It doesn't want to come out. Is there another screw somewhere? Oh, there we go, okay. Just clips out there. Right, let's have a look at this battery. I'm pretty sure that that is the same as the Wii U and the Nintendo Switch Pro Controller battery. A CTR003. So if you take into account you get a battery with it and a USB cable, you're not far off making your money back straight on them, are you? Mind you, this is a particularly thin one. But that's good. I mean, I don't know whether it is the same battery or not, or if it's a copy. That's pretty good. Right, so now how do we get the rest of this apart? There's another screw here. Let's just undo that one. Oh, and there's 2 more screws in here. I'm going to have to get a long one for that. Right, okay, this is the one that takes it apart now. I can already see the problem. I can already see the problem. That ribbon cable there is not connected. Haha. Hold on now, how do I get this off without breaking it? There we go. Right, well, that's it, look. These work, sync button works, and the lights work because they're all on the back board. Nothing on the front board works because it's not connected via this little ribbon cable here, and that's why no other buttons work. Wow, okay, that will be well, I mean, unless there's another fault, that's going to be it, isn't it? Right, looking at this now, you've got to admit, it looks pretty good. I mean, the motors down here look very, very small and very, very weak, so it hasn't got the HD rumble that the Nintendo Switch Pro Controller has. You can see these are absolutely tiny. But as far as the board and stuff is concerned, and the look of it all, I mean, you've got to admit, that looks pretty professional, doesn't it? That looks pretty good. I was expecting to see kind of just wires soldered onto a board and then blobs of glue gun holding them in place, but this all looks very, very nice. This must be like an aerial up here, an antenna. I'm very pleasantly pleased with this, very surprised. Well, okay, well, look, let's put the ribbon cable back on. My mate Vince might actually do a video that's not an hour and a half long for a change. Now, let's try to get this in. So I've just got to lift that little flap up there. Which way does it go in from? Hold on now. Well, it has to go in the top way there, doesn't it? There's only one way it can go. Let's zoom in a bit. It's a bit of a, oh, maybe if I turn it around this way, that might make more sense, doing it this way around. Well, I can see it's quite fiddly. Is that it? I think that's it. Yeah, that's in. Well, let's gently put it back together now. Try not to crush anything. I'm just going to put a couple of screws in and try it as it is. Well, I'm glad it wasn't worth the hassle of sending back now. Right, let's just try it like that. Yes, it's doing that. Okay, so it looks like the buttons are working, because before the only way I could sync it up was via the actual cable. So let's turn this on. Hey, there we go. Yep. I must say, it feels pretty nice, if I'm honest with you. It's amazing they can make them so cheap. Yeah, that's working. Let's just check the sticks are working properly. Yep. What I'm noticing is it feels kind of like it really wants to go along the left and right and up and down the horizontal and vertical axes. Like, for example, if I want to make it do a small circle now, I'm kind of struggling. It kind of wants to go along the axes instead, but maybe that's because it's brand new, but I don't remember feeling that on other controllers, but that might be just because it's brand new. Okay, wow, you know, brilliant, nice easy fix for a change. Let's just put it back together and that will be it, job done. Right, okay, that is it. Nice, easy fix. So I just want to check the rumble, see what it feels like. Okay, that's nice. You can see that it does actually match the colour scheme. So let's go down to search for controllers. Yeah, it's... There you go. You can't feel that. Basically, yes, it feels similar to a PlayStation 4 and an Xbox controller, but it definitely does not feel the same as a Pro controller, because, you know, that HD rumble is a pretty interesting little feeling. So it does a whole different range of feelings compared to just a motor spinning with an off-centered weight. Right, one other thing I want to check is I believe that these don't do the wake up from sleep feature. So let's go to sleep, and now let's see if we can wake it up by holding down the home button. So it's all off at the moment. No, so it's features like that that you're going to miss. Now, if that's not a big issue for you, then it's no big deal, but if you use that feature a lot, then obviously that's going to be a little bit annoying. So you're going to have to use, for example, the you know, the power button. Let's see if it works now. Yeah, so it works now, but that defeats the purpose because you have to get up or use your Joy-Cons to wake it up. But yeah, you know, pleasantly surprised. I'm not going to complain for the money. I think, to be honest, I think that's a bit of a bargain, especially for a second or a third controller. Right, so that is it for this video. What a nice, easy fix. I appreciate it's not the most interesting, but some fixes are easy and some are very hard. Again, this one was a genuine fix, meaning that it was bought and it was faulty. Nobody else has already had a look at it, because often when you buy stuff on eBay that's faulty, if all the easy fixes have gone, because if that person, which is probably going to be the case, has taken it apart, they would have seen that, and then this would be getting sold as a working controller. So it's very hard sometimes to get nice easy fixes off eBay, yet things around the home yourself are a lot more fixable because you're the first person looking at it. So that's it for this video. If you liked it, please give it a thumbs up and please subscribe for more Trying to Fix videos. Take care, bye now.